Hey there guys, this is Andrew here. What is going on? Just wanted to give another update to my Legos and what's going on. Looking at some of my Legos I have, along with a checkover, I've got some good news and bad news. The good news is, looking at some of my older Legos that were about to be phased out and replaced with some of the newer Legos, I was able to regain the contract for the 7991 recycling truck, and I originally was going to replace it. That's my own custom license plate, as I originally lost the previous one. Might do the same to some of the others, or whatever, but I originally was going to replace this with the 60,220 garbage truck, but I was able to regain the contract for this set, considering that it's one of my favorites. Been owning it since I was a kid, and so I knew that I wanted 60,220 to replace something else, and so I decided to have that garbage truck replace this one, the 4434 dump truck, which I ended up scrapping it because these connectors ended up breaking off. And so because broken connectors aren't safe for any of my Lego vehicles, I ended up scrapping this set and ended up taking it apart. And I especially used it for training, just like how I used this bus for some of my Lego train crashes. And I also regained the contract for this house, the 4996 Beach House. So basically, the good news overall is that I saved most of my older stuff from deconstruction by regaining the contracts and giving them more life left in them. So that's the good news. The bad news is some of my Technic connectors for some of my crossing gates ended up breaking off with the plastic, and we're gonna get a closer look before we can see. See this connector at right where I'm pointing with my fingernail? This is one of the pieces that was in gray, or should I say medium gray. That's lighter than this one, but because I've had too many cracks with the plastic, I ended up immediately taking apart all of my railroad crossing signals and modified them so that they wouldn't break, because yeah, with some of the Legos having some of the worst cracks imaginable, it makes it a lot more complicated to fix than it actually seems like it to be. And so, considering that I did not have enough for the crossing gates, I ended up scaling this crossing down to just gateless, but you may notice one difference than the gated signals don't have. See this camera right here? This is actually what's called a railroad crossing camera. That's actually it has a similar scenario to red light cameras, to where if we'll say this car zooms past the traffic light, and when the light here is red, the camera snaps a picture of what the vehicle looks like with the license plate and the registration, and I think insurance. Not too sure, but anyway, say like if the signals are flashing and the train's coming, and if this vehicle zooms past, the camera right there will take a snapshot of the vehicle that ran the crossing with the lights flashing. So yeah, just wanted to give a quick update for my Legos. And I even renamed some of my drawers just to help me identify on what they're actually like. But yeah, looking at some of my training vehicles that I may use for some of my Lego train crashes. Here's 4440. Here's another one. And also this one, 60,027. And so what I mean by scrapped Legos being used for training purposes, it's usually for any sort of training when it comes to police, fire, EMS, or train collisions. If I tend to use some of my what I have for training for any of my Lego train crashes, whether it's with 60,052 or 3677, just use any of these for training purposes. Even if some have parts taken apart, like the mirrors or the wheels or windows, as long as I have everything that's compatible for training, just use whatever. Otherwise, just put them in here. Part of storage being used for spare parts. But yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about this update so far in the comments section down below. May or may not get more LED lights to power up some of my buildings, considering that they went from USB ports, and I would have to get some special type of USB just to get them powered up so that wires aren't jumbled everywhere. But once again, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.